Hello, happy holidays, and welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Shoky. And in the kitchen today, it's kind of echoey now that I'm listening to it. We have some packages, including an international package, which I'm excited to have gotten, a box from The Chosen Prime, and then, well, one from... Okay. Just making space. But first and foremost, I would like to go ahead and promote the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. Usually I share it in the community tab here on the Shoky channel, but if you want to hear a podcast about nerd things, pop culture, and just kind of a lifestyle thing with a smidge of nerd politics, by all means, go subscribe to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. We need more subscribers. No, but seriously, we could use significantly more subscribers. Okay, so first up, we have a package that is very odd shaped. This is funny. And it is the first ever international package that I've gotten here on this channel. And it comes all the way from the land down under. Look, I'm going to show literally. If you know what this is, if you know this symbol right here, you already know. And then, of course, you see here, it says, Mighty Car Mods. So this is actually from one of my favorite YouTube channels, and I bought some merch. Yay. But the odd part is that instead of sending one large box for a tube and some other smaller stuff, they sent this. And the fact that it actually made it is impressive. Though I will be really honest and say that it was in Chicago, in customs for a long time. This literally, I'd never get anything international ever. I think this is probably one of. Oh wow, they actually glued that in place. That's smart. This is probably the only international package I think I've ever actually gotten. So cool, and yeah. First up, it's a tube. Oh, it doesn't make any sound until you uncap it. Hold on, let's see here. There's actually a stopper. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to get this out of here. Hold on. So, of course, the hard part with anything that comes in a tube, generally speaking, such as artwork, getting it safely out of the tube. Like this, the tail end of this got slightly damaged. Only slightly, just because it was the way it was crammed back in there. That's okay. So, not the first bit of artwork or posters that we've done here on the channel. And by the way, these items currently are not for review. These are just for me items. If you are a follower of Mighty Car Mods, which I don't know how many of you here on the Shoky channel are, you probably already know what this is. Because they just put this on sale roughly a month ago. Hold on, I want to see. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, look at that. And signed. So this is their newest art piece with their car, Super Gramps. And we can see here, up close, look at that. Look at that, Super Gramps. Subaru wagon that is insanely fast. And that's Marty and Moog. And of course, holding the turbo because their car goes psh, psh. Yes. And it is signed by Marty and Moog. That's badass. This is huge, by the way. I didn't know what size to expect. And because you only get to see it like there, like on in when I show the pictures. So I'm definitely gonna frame this, and it's definitely going in the Shoky bathroom. That is literally my bathroom that I use here, because luckily here we have two bathrooms, and that's where all my prints, even my own artwork, is hanging up, and all my previous car artwork is hanging up in there. Although all of those are significantly smaller than this one, but this one makes me happy. Like, I'm a big fan of Super Gramps. I love what they do on their channel. I really wish I had gotten in on these posters, these prints, because they are limited edition. They only run until they're out of them, and then that's it. I wish I'd gotten in on more of them, because some of the previous ones, I'm a big fan of those cars too. I just never considered it. The only part that sucks, is having to wait weeks for it to get to you. If you're in the US. Other countries, no clue how long it's going to take you. But once again, not used to getting international stuff in any way, shape, or form. So this is really friggin' cool. And it makes me happy, because I like this art style. It reminds me of Max Boost. If anybody is familiar with the magazine Import Tuner, Max Boost was a comic strip within that car magazine. And this art style, to me, is inspired by that. And for the fact that they have posters like these of all their like landmark cars, it's one of the cooler things. It'd be like if I had posters for all of my custom Gundams, Well, if I knew an artist, anyways. This is a different story. I gotta be careful, because I don't want to damage this. And this little hunk off. Don't ask why I'm smelling it. It's something from Australia. It's freaking cool. And unlike when you order a shirt from my store, which, by the way, go check out the Shoky merch store, it comes from Teespring. This doesn't come from Teespring. All of their stuff, they pack and ship themselves. I don't have the availability to be printing out merch endlessly and then, packaging and shipping it. Okay, so I'll open this last. But I do have something I'm kind of excited for. And it is a chopped red key tag. This is really cool. This is going in the SRT. It's just really freaking cool. Like, it's too big to really go on my keyring, because this would just get kind of annoying. But I am definitely keen on having this hanging like from my rearview mirror. I thought about getting one of the chopped air fresheners, but I did not. Alright, so let me open this real quick. Now this is definitely something that I can use. That started out as one accent and went completely different. Also, I love this packaging. Huge box, small item inside. But I love that they have official merchandise packaging. Like, that's some real shit right there. Like, okay, make sure there's nothing else in here. Just the International Post. Cool. I like it a lot. Okay, poke that away. Alright, so this, look at this. Official Mighty Car Mods boxes. Like, actual, like, the box it comes in. You order any Shoky merch, it's not coming in official Shoky merch packaging. But this, oh my. You guys know, I have a small collection of these now, but this one is special. Now, oh, look at this. The black chopped fingers with the red inside. By the way, these lights it's not adjusting well for this. Look at this beautiful coffee mug. It's a little bit weird with this particular shape thing, but oh, look at that. So I got my chopped fingers, and I can, this just be for them. Yay. Oh, it's so cool. I kind of wish it had a logo on the bottom, but that is going right up there with all the Shoky coffee mugs that I've got up there. Speaking of which, I need to get a Naimiya JDM coffee mug. I don't believe I have one for myself yet. And if you're wondering, by chance, if you look at the SHOKY merch store, or you're following the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, and you wonder where I got the idea for the JDM style logo, these guys. Because they did a JDM design, and I'm like, that looks really freaking cool. Of course, it applies to them because they buy Japanese cars. I wanted to just borrow a little bit of that inspiration. I like this mug though. I'm gonna drink out of this, and this is hefty. This doesn't feel cheap. That is a nice mug. Okay, moving on. I don't know where to put my tube. My tube goes. What tubes? Where's that quote from? Right. Next up, we have a box from The Chosen Prime. Seriously, I can't maintain the accent. The Chosen Prime. And I ordered this a little while ago. For some reason, it got hung up for a few days in Houston. And I was waiting for this item to come in stock somewhere. And they were the first ones to get it. And not super expensive. But something I wanted to see for myself. I'm so tired I can't even maintain my own stupid accent. Alright. I'm not... When I ran into the post office guy yesterday, because I saw this was getting delivered, I joked that this box was way too big for the thing that was going to be inside it. I wasn't really joking. All I did was take out the bubble wrap. They used a box this size, charged me a decent amount of shipping for something that big. That doesn't weigh much. Thanks, Chosen Prime. Know where your money goes. And for size comparison, it's the size of the mug. That's how small this thing is. Charged me almost as much in shipping as this. Okay. So let me figure out which way to open it. And yes, you would be correct in seeing that there's literally no markings, except for some QR codes, which are probably for instructions. Just guessing. But this is in fact from New Age. Yeah, I'm going to assume those are for the instructions. So, I talked about it a long time ago when I did the New Age Constructicons, that they were releasing an upgrade set to fix a few items that they wanted to do. Including now, new ratchets for the hips in the Devastator legs. We have a tiny screwdriver with 2 tiny screws. I have new legs for hook. Took me a minute. That's shit. Oops. New legs for hook. Okay, so those are just ball pegs, so I can just pop those off. Good. So hook legs, yeah. New legs for scrapper. Though I don't know what the difference is, if I'm honest. I think all it does is fix some bits back here. Question mark? I mean, to be honest, just looking at it, the parts look so similar. I don't know what changed. Oh wow, that already has a huge stress crack on it, right here. I don't know if you were able to see that or not. Yeah, you can see a stress crack right there. And that's where the ankle lock happens. Thanks, New Age. Now, one thing about these is when New Age does upgrades, usually like for Megatron, which I never got the new legs for Megatron, it was supposed to be that if you had placed an order before, you could tell somebody and you would get the replacement ones. Okay, and this is actually one of the bigger ones, and it's all new leg slash truck front for Mixmaster. And this is the biggest difference that I could see. Not only does it get rid of all of the hollowness at the back of the legs, it definitely changes the way it transforms. I believe all of them technically do. And wow, that is a huge difference in purples between the crotch and you can see it on camera. I didn't think you could. Between the crotch and the legs, it's two different purples. Thank God this wasn't expensive. And as I'll say here without the accent, a lot of times what they'll do is especially if you order them all from somewhere in specifics, a lot of times what they'll do is you can just reach out and they'll send you the replacement parts. In this case, because I think I bought all of my Constructicons, I think, from different sources. It's been a minute, so I don't know. I wouldn't know who to reach out to. A lot of times, like TF Source will replace those for free, things like that. But in this case, New Age charging you like 12 some odd dollars via Chosen Prime. And it's roughly the same amount, I think, for the Megatron legs as well. And I do want the Megatron legs because I would like to have those upgraded ones. I don't like the original hip configuration and stuff like that for Megatron. So if that ever comes up, I will definitely get that. But they haven't done a lot of upgrades, like almost ever. Oh, there will be a slight upgrade kit for Grimlock at some point to add inner leg fillers. Some point. So, moving on. So there will be a video for that coming up at some point. I'm going to talk about future videos here when I'm done with this box here from BBTS. Otherwise known as... It's the sound my car makes. Seriously, most of you will have no clue what I'm talking about. Go watch the remix. And if you're wondering why you can't see me see the box and stuff, the mic is right here. The mic is literally right here. Okay. And I'm hoping it sounds good. I can't tell. It might be echoey and tinny as all get out. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, I forgot everything that was in this box. So, in a way, this is a slightly early Christmas for me. In fact, this is an early St. Patrick's Day for me. And birthday, and Valentine's Day. Main reason I say that is because there are items in this box that weren't supposed to come out until January, February, and March of next year. Almost said last year. That's the other stuff I'm still waiting on that hasn't come out. So, for instance, we have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Snizzard. Yeah, that's a really stupid name. Also, no window. Make Shoky sad. So, wow, they didn't really do much in the way of packing this, did they? Okay. So, this is one of the classic monsters. And this is going to be an interesting one because half his body hinges open. Which is really easy to look cool in a costume, but in a plastic toy, man, that's going to be weird looking. But he's got snake legs. Look, snake legs. So, of course, I'm going to check that out. And if you are not subscribed to the Shoky Reviews 2 channel, you wouldn't see any of my action figure reviews. You should probably do that. Just, I post links. Go subscribe. Okay, moving on with the Power Rangers stuff. Hey now, hey. We have another Power Rangers figure. This one also somewhat smashed. And this one actually has a window. Guys, seriously, Hasbro is kind of dumb when it comes to these things. So certain figures are going to have that. Other ones not so much. But this is the Wild Force Blue Ranger. And if you know that I'm building the Wild Force Zords from the Super Mini-Plug collection, well, now you know why. Because I have... Ooh, this is only the second Wild Force Ranger. Which is weird. Because it's only been... Seriously, it's only been the Lunar Ranger. We didn't even start with like the red. We started with the 6th Ranger. Good job. Alright, so this should be interesting. To be honest, I've forgotten a lot of these characters, so I don't know where else to go with that. Right? And there's actually another one in here. Blah. This is the Lost Galaxy Green Ranger, which is... How many deep are we now there? That's blue. Blue and red are the only ones that have come out. The girls have not come out yet. So, yay, Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy was one of my favorite seasons alongside Wild Force. Kind of similar in the way that their Zords were. But the one thing that is stupid about this particular line, Wild Force Red, if you got him like this, did not come with his Quasar Saber. The only way you can get his Quasar Saber is actually if you bought the original release, which was him and Psycho Red. That was the only way you could get that one with the Quasar Saber. Really stupid, Hasbro. So, in theory, what they're going to do down the line is in a later release, they'll have Leo's Quasar Saber with somebody else. Because otherwise, what would be the fucking point? Ooh, sticker. Okay. So, irony. For the most part, we only have Power Rangers related things and New Age things. Speaking of, I have a New Age thing. Look at that. Technically it goes like that. Okay, I'll turn it that way so you can see better. So this is their Legendary Heroes Multiverse 43B Warrior Uriel. This is actually kind of cool. So this is Shattered Glass Cyclonus, who is Hot Rod colors, which is pretty cool. And this version, because I didn't feel like buying the other versions of Cyclonus, comes with his Weapons Master, which is pretty neat. Not gonna lie. I mean, he is a very McDonald's looking color scheme, but then again, that's Hot Rod. Also, this is some pretty wicked looking artwork, not gonna lie. Alright, so set that aside. I'm gonna need my drink. And next up, also from New Age. It is the Legendary Heroes Warrior Machinenmensch. Yeah, it's RC. Yeah. The girl... Oh, God. I didn't notice on the box it says girls get it done. That is so bad. But I've heard really, really good things about this figure. I've just had her on pre-order all this time. Like, I pre-ordered her from BBTS months ago. That's how long it takes them to get stuff in from certain things. Whereas the Power Ranger stuff has come months early. This is 2 months behind every other U.S. retailer that gets New Age. Now, I could have just gone to Chosen Prime because they tend to get a lot of New Age stuff like really quickly. But in some cases, their prices are higher. Not always, but sometimes. All right. So last up, we have not a toy, not even a collectible, really. It's a book. We have a very hefty Go-Go Power Rangers hardcover, Volume 1. Well, actually, this is Book 1, not even Volume 1. This is heavy, guys. Like, and this is huge. Like, I think even comparison to the Power Rangers hardcover volumes I already have, this is big. So for those who aren't aware, I'm going to just move this out of the way so I can talk. So the Boom Comics from 2016 to 2020, I believe, were 2 parallel comics. It was Go-Go Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then once we reached the Shattered Grid story, the 2 comics overlapped. and it started overlapping when the Ranger Slayer popped into Go-Go Power Rangers when she was trying to pop into Mighty Morphin. So hopping from an alternate universe to a different chunk of the storyline. Go-Go Power Rangers takes place before Tommy comes along as the Green Ranger. And it takes place in their early days as Power Rangers, the things we never got to see in the show. So, like, it always went from Monster of the Week to the next thing until the next big event came along. And then whatever. Go-Go takes place after they've been Power Rangers for just like a short while. They're still learning their stuff. You know, the Green Ranger hasn't even technically come along yet in some aspects. And there's a whole lot of their kind of personal lives and stuff like that. You know, you actually get to see their families, stuff like that, learn some of the conflicts they go through. And then, of course, by the time Go-Go ends, roundabout whenever the universe gets reset post Shattered Grid, and before Beyond the Grid, that's where all that takes place. I don't know how many. I don't even have all of the Lucy's of Go-Go Power Rangers. I bought a lot of them after the fact. My local comic book shop had a whole bunch of them. I bought a bunch from mycomicshop.com. All my comics are right over there in the library as it is. And I always wanted to read all of it because I didn't have all of it. And I only really started getting into it round about Shattered Grid time. And then was retroactively buying older volumes. I even got a couple volumes in not long ago, they're right over there, of special covers, which is pretty cool. So having complete stories, especially like this chunky, that is a chunky book. This weighs a few pounds. It feels a little weird, like the pages are slightly give. But I love that this looks like a yearbook. Even has the Angel Grove High School logo there. So they're treating it like a yearbook, which is cool. And I do love having Jason on the cover. So in theory, however many it's going to take, they'll have different ones on here. Now, the slightly unfortunate thing for my wallet is that my next hardcover Power Rangers book like this is coming in any day now. They were supposed to come out decently spaced apart. But like I said before, a lot of things have been slowed down by the pandemic and by the speed at which BBTS gets things. Part of me wanted to order this off Amazon. I've gotten a lot of my other hardcovers from there, but BBTS had it good to go. I pre-ordered it, put it on my credit card instead, so I didn't have to worry about it. And I'm happy, technically. So I'll be ordering a few things from there as well. If I can't, I think there's some Transformers IDW volumes that I might still get that way too. But I did secure the next part of Necessary Evil. So Necessary Evil Part 2, which I have also not read. Because I skipped that part. I wasn't buying comics in it, so I didn't see almost anything of Necessary Evil. And then picked up again when the universe had been reset and it was now Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers, which has now converged and only become Power Rangers, or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers again. So going all the way back to the beginning of the Boom comics like this, in this run, I should say, it was Go-Go and Mighty Morphin. They cross over, and then it basically becomes one story for a minute, and then becomes Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin. One dealing with the Omega Rangers, one dealing with our Earth Rangers. And then eventually, once they come together, in the time of the Death Ranger, as it were, spoilers, they now merge to become more or less, or one storyline technically stops, and the other one is continuing on. So Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is still continuing. I've got the latest issue right over there. Actually, I just read it Monday. Monday? Yeah, because I had it and I didn't read it from last week, so it is fine. And so now we have only one Power Ranger storyline going, and we don't know what's going on with the Omega Rangers currently. Yeah, it's complicated, but the comics are good. Really good. That's why I'm so happy to have this. So Power Rangers toys, Transformers toys, which also super happy to finally have some more Transformers. Now, let's talk about the current state of the channel and through the rest of the year, because I'm filming this on December 1st. It'll come out probably this weekend if I have time to edit tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to try my best to get out the Transformers reviews, the upgrade kit review, the Super Mini Power Ranger stuff that I have built. I just have not been able to get to it. My work schedule has changed dramatically. So now I'm at work at least double the hours I normally would be, meaning I have significantly less time to accomplish reviews, or I am so tired I just don't have the energy to actually sit down and do it. So what I want to do, and one thing that's cool is because I already have Cyclonus, I can kind of blow through that review a little bit and not have to do a Taro video. So that's nice. Or it means that this weekend, actually I only have one day I could work this weekend because they're going to have the power off all weekend, or all Sunday. So that sucks. And I do have another order hopefully coming next week. I have a NECA item that's coming in that I've been waiting months for. I put in another order for a thing, and I have more stuff arriving at BBTS throughout the month of December. So one thing you might end up seeing is a couple of these. My members will see a buttload of out-the-box stuff. So if you're a member and you want to, if you want to become a member and see a lot of my initial reaction to things, much like brand new Transformers that I play with initially, builds, I do vlogs, or kind of vlog style, for as I talk about the builds as I do them. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, interest in podcast early releases, I'm trying to get better about that. Our podcast schedule is also jacked up now, along with some other things going on. So yeah, fun times. So guys, and I do I want to figure out something I can do as a 10,000 subscriber giveaway party. I don't know what I want to do. We're really close, like 400-ish subscribers till we hit 10,000. 10,000 has always been the goal of this channel. Like, I didn't really have much after that. Like cool, I hit 10,000. That's my goal. 10,000 people subscribe to this silly channel, you know. I mean, if I add up all my subscribers across my channels, I'm over 10,000. That's not a problem. Not by a lot, but I am. And so it'd be cool if I could hit that by my birthday. Not going to happen, I don't think. Not without really pushing something. But I also need to figure out what the future of my Gundam and Gunpla collection is going to be. So there might be something there. So look forward to something by the end of the year. Some kind of announcement regarding our 10,000 subscriber thing by the end of the year. It's literally the beginning of December. My work schedule is going crazy, and I have no clue how good or bad the rest of this year will be. As crappy as that sounds. But I'm going to try my best to get the reviews done as quick as I can. I've already got stuff coming out over on SHOKY Reviews 2. I've got statue reviews about to come out over there. In the new year, given all the stuff I'm going to get this month, I will be doing like a Christmas in the kitchen like I've done before. When I have a whole bunch of stuff to open, I'm going to wrap it all up, and then we can do that as an unboxing just like we did before. That should be fun for me. If the stuff comes in early enough, it's kind of fun to have that ability. Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh, I do actually, now that I mention it, I do have a Super Mini kit that should be arriving soon. So I could probably, assuming schedule, knock that out and review it pretty quickly. So I'm going to just have to get better about my time, utilize what I've got, don't just come home and crash because I'm tired. You know, try to apply myself more as I get more used to the extra workload. And yeah, so once again, happy holidays to you guys. Do the like, subscribe thing. The wifey is literally on her way home. Normally I make the joke that I need to clean up before she gets home. She's literally, as I'm talking to you right now, just texted me saying she's on her way home. So I do have to clean up a little bit here. So, yeah, happy holidays. Hope you guys are well. And like I said, go subscribe to the podcast. I'll know if you don't, because the numbers won't go up. Duh. But guys, that's going to be it for this episode of In the Kitchen with Shoky. And go check out the other ones. If you haven't, go watch the reviews of the last things that I know you didn't see. They're over there. Go look. Go now. Go watch Double October again. Fill it out. Go watch the Black Panther review over on Now You Made It Awkward. But until then, guys, remember as always, get out of my kitchen. I also got a bunch of beer. I don't know if you guys, if you guys are cool like that, but I got some good stuff. That's not even all of it. I got more good.